Pick a floor plan, pick a lot on at least an acre of land, pick your colors, and so much more with extremely low HOA and no CDD. Are you interested? Well then, look no further because I got you. What's up, YouTube fam? If you're new to this channel, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alexis Diaz, and I'm Central Florida's real estate advisor and CEO of the Evolve Estates Group. Here at the Evolve Estates Group, it is our passion to help people evolve in real estate. So we go all over Central Florida and surrounding areas to show you what Florida has to offer. We explore new construction, resale homes, investment opportunities, local restaurants, shops, and so much more. Now make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss our weekly videos. Welcome to Beverly Hills. No, not that Beverly Hills, Florida. This is an area where you have an abundance of new construction, resale homes, but what I absolutely love is that we're gonna tour Maronda's home, their Venice floor plan. Now, they have so many different floor plans where you can choose from, and you are building on at least an acre of land, and you can choose where your lot is. I am super excited to show you this. So the Venice features 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3-car garage, coming in at 2,675 square feet. Now, the base price is $366,900. And when you hear about their incentives, oh my goodness. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video where we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate and I'm gonna break down the estimated down payment, closing costs, their incentives, the base price, the lot prices, and so much more. Now let's begin your real estate evolutionary tour. All right, let's begin. Do you see this long foyer? Oh my goodness, I love it. So the regular ceiling height in this house is 9'4", right? But you can upgrade to 11-foot ceiling heights. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Okay. So you're gonna have a covered entryway, right? And standard, it's a 3-car garage front loading, but you can have it as a side garage, but that's going to be an upgrade, okay? So to my left, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms plus the full bathroom that they share. So let's just talk about this bathroom. So it's gonna be a shower tub combination, and you could take the towel all the way up to the top. You're gonna have a single sink. Now, what I absolutely love is that you're gonna pick everything out. You're gonna pick out the tile color. You're going to pick out the cabinet color, the if you want backsplash on anything. I'm just super excited, okay? The quartz, the granite. So it comes standard quartz or granite, but then the different levels is where if you want to go ahead and upgrade, okay? So let's just check out bedroom number 1. So bedroom number 1 faces the front of the house. As you can see, you're gonna have 2 windows, really nice size room. You have, this looks like a full-size bed with some end tables. You have seating in the front. You have a full-size dresser, and you're gonna have these double closet doors as well. You can customize that. Do not customize with the builder. You're gonna pay an arm and a leg, okay? So you can have it so that there's no carpet in this house as well. You can pick the type of flooring you want, right? So you can make this house your own. Now let's walk into bedroom number 2. Faces the side of the house. This bedroom has the 1 window on the side. Looks, again, full-size bed and table, and then a full-size dresser, and then you're gonna have those double closet doors again, right? So I absolutely like that you have the 2 bedrooms plus the full bathroom here. Now they have so many different floor plans. I want to say their largest floor plan in this area is called the Sienna, and it's about 3,500 square feet, maybe just a little bit over 3,500 square feet. So I'm gonna come this way off this door leads to our garage, right? So that's where the garage is, but come down this long hallway, you're gonna have the largest laundry room that I have seen so far in Maronda Homes floor plans, okay? So you're gonna have the washer and dryer. It normally doesn't come with it, but you can choose to build to have it with the build of the home, or you can do it afterwards. I would recommend just to see how much that costs versus how much you can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, Best Buy, right? But of course, all of this is going to be extra. With this series, I believe the utility sink and the cabinet does come on the bottom, right? So again, guys, this is the model. So you're gonna see a lot of upgrades and things like that, right? So depending on what you want, their standard features, you can upgrade from there, okay? So welcome to bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 faces the side of the house. We have the one window. It's a really nice size room. What I like about this is that you can have it as a guest suite because it has its own bathroom and its own walk-in closet. So this could be perfect for a guest room. Your parents are living with you, right? Your older child, what have you. So that's the walk-in closet, and then we're going to have the bathroom. So the bathroom, single sink, step down shower, towel going all the way up to the top. The enclosures and things like that are not included. That's something that you would upgrade. So I know my clients are actually going to be building this home. So we actually just went over like some of the upgrades. So for the glass enclosure, I believe that was $1,800. For the screen enclosure, it was like $4,400. I'm like, absolutely no, okay? So this is where your AC is, right in this hallway, okay? But let's walk into this main living space. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. Look at this kitchen. Look at this island. Oh my gosh, I love the size of this island. So as I mentioned, the countertops come standard, either quartz or granite, but again, you're gonna upgrade if you want a thicker slab, if you want a different color, if you want a different like design. So it just all depends, okay? You're gonna see these pendant lightings, but of course the caps are extra, okay? It doesn't come standard, but they don't include light fixtures anyways, or they don't even have an option to buy light fixtures during the process. You do that afterwards, okay? But you could do this single stainless steel sink like this. Oh my gosh, I think this is either, they said 12 feet or 15 feet. What do you think? 15? Victor says 15. It's huge. So in the island, you're gonna have your dishwasher, you're gonna have drawers, you're gonna have cabinets. I absolutely love it. So this is gonna be considered a gourmet kitchen. However, they do have an option. So standard, it does vent out. So yes, we love that, right? But you can have it like this with the microwave over the cooktop, and then you're gonna have double ovens, right? Or you can have it where it's a hood here, it's the cooktop, and then you're gonna have the microwave over the oven. So it's honestly depending on what you prefer, okay? And here we go, 42-inch cabinets. We have the crown molding on the top. I couldn't tell you if the crown molding for the cabinets are included. It's gonna depend on the different levels and all of that stuff, right? So we already know that they upgrade the house so that it looks beautiful and you want everything in it, okay? But what's great about you building from the ground up is that you can be like, okay, this is a non-negotiable. I want this. I want the kitchen. I don't want to do that afterwards. But if you want to do handles, I know that they have cabinets that don't come with the handles, but is a lot cheaper than it comes with the handles. But you could put the handles in later, right? Stuff like that. You can choose backsplash and different designs and colors and all of that stuff. So it's up to you. It's up to you guys, okay? This floor plan has actually the largest walk-in pantry. As you can see, it's a really, really nice space. L shape, you have 5 shelves and even enough space on the bottom for your cases of water, bulky snacks. I like the distance between the wall and the island, and I really like the distance between the island and this side of the kitchen. We need a coffee station. I think this is a perfect space for the coffee station as well, okay? Now, when it comes to building from the ground up, you can upgrade the appliances. So this is not the standard appliance, but it's only like I think like a $1,500 upgrade from what is included. So my clients are actually gonna get this one. She's like, I absolutely want this one. So I like this one too. Her husband's like, I'm not gonna use this screen and Apple Music. And she's like, I will. And I was like, Okay, now let's walk into your dining room. So the dining room is off of the kitchen, but as you can see, you can make this however you want. So if you want a circular table just like this, then that's gonna be perfect. But you could do a round table, square, rectangle, no table, whatever your heart desires. But let's walk into the family room. So the family room is, you can make it your own, right? So you remember where that table is? Technically, that's the eat-in kitchen. So let's call that the eat-in kitchen, and we could call this the dining room, right? So it's up to you. Or you can make this whole thing your family room. That's what I would do. I'd make this whole thing my family room, and maybe just that the table. I don't know. But again, so you have this really oversized window. You have a nice rectangular 6-seat table, right? So this is not a bad space. So it is gonna come with a light here that you can put a fixture there, okay? And then the family room. So you can add extra lighting. It'll come pre-wired so that you could put a ceiling fan in here, okay? So when you're building from the ground up, you have those structural options. Can you imagine this with 11-foot ceilings? So the representative here, her name is Robin. If you ever come here and it's because of my video and I'm gonna be your agent, just let her know that I sent you here. She's amazing. She has built one of their floor plans, the Maronda Homes floor plans, and she has 11-foot ceilings. And she says that it hasn't even affected her light bill. That last month, her light bill was like $145. I was like, what? My light bill is almost $1,000. Like, all right, our 100-inch minimum TV is going on this wall. We already know. I actually just saw one of my clients yesterday, and because I was in the area, he made me so proud. He got a 100-inch TV, and it looks so good. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, it felt like home. I absolutely love it. All right, so I want to explain something to you guys a little bit. And the reason why I know this is because I literally was just going over it with my client and the builder. This window is not included, okay? So that is an extra if you wanted to have another window. Now, the regular floor plan, this section here is actually a den, okay? So you're gonna have one big window. You can have another window if you wanted to, but you're gonna have one big window. There's not gonna be these sliding doors. You're just gonna walk in. It's just another room, right? So my client is gonna leave it like that. That's how it comes standard, and she's gonna use that as her office. You can close it in with some French double glass doors, up to you. Or you can have this, which is an upgrade, this extended lanai, as you can see. So it's absolutely up to you. It's gonna come pre-wired for ceiling fans, okay? You can enclose it with a builder, but $4,400? No. Okay, so come this way because we're not even, let's make believe that's a den because that's how it comes. So you're gonna have the sliding doors over here leading into your lanai, and I still think it's a really good lanai if you keep it as is with the den and the covered lanai, because if you need 4 bedrooms but you need an office as well, this is gonna be perfect, okay? So I think I should have said in the beginning of the video that this is a 4-bedroom plus an office, because it really is. So this is considered a split floor plan. So the bedrooms are on one side of the house, and then the master bedroom is on the opposite side of the house. And we like that, right? Because we want our privacy. We don't want to be on top of our kids all the time, or our kids on top of us. Okay, so in this hallway, this is off of the kitchen, eat-in dining space, right? We're gonna have this closet, which is just for your linens, right? Towels, bed sheets, and all of that good stuff. Now, because these are 9'4" ceilings, you have 8-foot doors, and it makes such a big difference. But let's go check out your master bedroom. So your master bedroom is a really, really nice size. You have 3 windows in here. It faces the back of the house. I love it. So it doesn't come with the tray ceilings. It's just gonna come 9'4". Tray ceilings are not even an option. 9'4". The only way you'll get tray ceilings is if you do the 11-foot ceilings. That's when it will have a tray ceiling, and the crown molding will automatically come, okay? I know this is a little confusing, and I always I don't want to confuse you guys, okay? But if you want more information on what's standard and what's not, just reach out to me. I got you, okay? So this is a really big room, guys. I love that there's 3 windows in here. King size bed, end tables, dresser, seating over here, and you could still walk around. Like, I love it. Come on. So this is the master bathroom. So the master bathroom, oh wait, look at this big window in here. I could just envision you guys in this house on an acre lot, or even my clients are getting 1.77. So let me kind of give you an idea. My clients are choosing this house, and their lot is gonna be 1.77 acres, okay? And they did some upgrades. They don't have carpet around, all around the house or anything like that. They have, they did the courts, they upgraded the flooring, they did backsplash and all that, and their end total is gonna be around 450. So that's a really good price. So let me break this down for you. They have this tub, but the way it comes now, it's gonna be a clawfoot tub. And I think I said it right. It's not gonna be like this, it's gonna be a clawfoot, and it's gonna look really nice. Then you're gonna have a nice size shower, but it comes with a bench now too. But the enclosure doesn't come with it. You have to add that in. Me personally, I probably would add that in. Enclosures cost a lot of money, and honestly, it costs the same amount of what it costs to buy it to have someone to install it, okay? Now you're gonna have double sinks. You have kind of like a vanity in between. So I like that, right? Okay, what's this? Oh, this is our walk-in closet. Really good size walk-in closet. You have shelves. Guys, customize that afterwards. Don't customize it with, I don't even know if the build even offers that option. And then on this side, you're gonna have the toilet. So it's just kind of, you have this wall. It's not necessarily enclosed, but it's still private. So I really do like that. I love that they're gonna put standard bench in there. I am here for it. What do you think about this house, guys? 4 bedrooms plus an office, 3 bathroom, 3 car garage, 2,675 square feet. I like that. I really like that a lot. Let me tell you about this area because it is growing. I'm super excited. Let's go back to the kitchen. We're gonna chop it up, and then we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, so I always forget this. All right, I'm just super excited. If you like this house, or you're like, okay, I like this house, but I kind of want to see what other floor plans they have. Maybe I need something bigger. Maybe I need something smaller. And you want to work with us here at the Evolve Estates Group. Well, the best way to reach out to us is going to be in our YouTube. There's a link. That link is to our calendar. Now you're going to choose whether you're a builder, seller, buyer, investor, or realtor ready to evolve in real estate. You're going to choose the best day and a time that works for you. And we're going to meet via Zoom because we want to see your beautiful faces. If that's all too much, just give us a call, or you can send us an email as well. We work as a team, so you are in great hands, and I'm super excited for you to connect with us. Also, you're probably watching me on TV. So if you go into my channel, you're gonna see my banner. There's gonna be your QR code. All you have to do is take out your phone, open your camera, and then point it to the QR code, and my calendar will appear there as well. Maybe that's just a little bit easier for you. But now let's go to the kitchen. We're gonna chop it up, and then we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate. All right, we are back in the kitchen, and it is time to chop it up. So let's do a quick recap. We are currently in Beverly Hills, Florida, just 30 minutes outside of Ocala. It's west of Ocala, okay? Now this is an area called Pine Ridge. So there is an HOA of only $95 per year, okay? There's no CDD. Everybody just has some really beautiful houses in here, keeps up their lots. It's such a beautiful area to live in, to drive through. What's happening here is just amazing. So literally 5 minutes from here, you're going to have all of your stores, your Target, your Aldi's, your Walmart. They're building a BJ's. You have all of your restaurants, Starbucks, all of that good stuff. Everything you need is literally less than 2 miles from here, okay? And then they are building a trauma-based hospital with the helicopter and all of that. So that's coming into this area too. But you have tons of medical here. You have hospitals. So this area is already established, right? But there's just a lot of things coming. Okay, let's get back to the house. So we just toured Maronda Homes, which is the builder. We toured their Venice floor plan, which features 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3 car garage, coming in at 2,675 square feet. And the base price is $366,900. Now, this home can be customized in many different ways, as I was mentioning in the video, what you can do and what options you have, right? But I'm pretty sure you have many, many other options. So just to kind of give you an idea, here in Pine Ridge in Beverly Hills, their smallest floor plan is 1988 square feet, and that base price is $294,900. And then their largest is the Sienna, which you could add the loft, which makes it the largest one, one, and you could put a bedroom and a bathroom, which is either 4 to 5 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bathrooms, 3-car garage, and that base price is $402,900. Okay, so you have a different variety. So when you walk into this house, you have that long hallway. To the left, you're gonna have the 2 bedrooms plus the full bathroom that they share. To the right, you're going to have another long hallway where you have the door to the 3-car garage. You have the really big laundry room, and then you're gonna have that guest suite, which has its own bathroom and its own walk-in closet. Now, coming into the main living space, you have that ginormous kitchen island. This home shows as a gourmet kitchen, which is always an upgrade. You have the walk-in closet. You're gonna have the eat-in kitchen off of the kitchen. It just kind of didn't make sense in my head. So you could use that as your dining room and then the full space for the family room, or you can have it set up just like they did, another table there and then your sofa, 100-inch minimum TV, okay? Where the first sliding doors are, that's actually gonna be the den. That comes standard, so you can make that your office, and then you'll still have a covered lanai. Off of the kitchen, you're gonna have a little hallway where your master bedroom retreat is. Very, very nice and spacious. You're gonna have that master bathroom, which is gonna include that clawfoot tub, the really nice large shower, the double sinks, the walk-in closet, and then of course your toilet, okay? So I wanna make sure that I covered all of that. So all of their houses go on at least an acre lot here, okay? And it's going to be on a septic tank and city water. They do not do well water. That's just how they build it, okay? Now, so for example, I just kind of want to give you an idea of the lot prices, okay? So they have an acre for $91,700. They have an acre and a half for $114,000. They have an acre as low as $87,500. As I mentioned, my clients are doing the 1.77 acre, which I am so excited for them. At first, they thought they wanted Ocala, but then they drove, I told them about Beverly Hills, so they drove over here and they're like, okay, I think Beverly Hills is where we're gonna be at. So I'm super excited for them. Like I said, there's so much in this area. There is a community center, community amenities if you wanna be a part of it. They do have a wait list for where you can house your horses, right? So there's a lot of trails in here. I'm telling you, you really need to drive the area to truly understand how beautiful it is. And they are, I know when people hear HOA, right? They are super laxed here. You can build big garages, and they have different types. I've seen driving around the area, right? Of course, you still need approval for fencing, but you could do different fencing. So it's not your cookie cutter community. All the houses are on top of each other. Absolutely not. The houses are just super spaced out. And like I said, it is relaxed here, okay? So we're only about 15 minutes away from Crystal River. So if you didn't know Crystal River, they have a beautiful springs there. You can go swimming with the manatees. You can go fishing, kayaking, scalloping. You could do boat tours. There's a beach about 30 minutes away on the west coast from here. Everybody thinks, oh, Beverly Hills is close to the water. No, that's not. This is an ex-flood zone. The homeowner's insurance is not a lot at all, right? Not like if you were on the coast. So we're about an hour and maybe 15 minutes away from Tampa. We're about an hour and a half away from the Orlando International Airport. We're about an hour and a half away from your parks such as Walt Disney World, Universal, and then we're about 4 to 5 hours away from Miami, just to kind of give it to you in a larger perspective, okay? So like I said, we're not in the boonies. You have literally all your stores within 5 minutes from here. This is a beautiful area. I hope you guys explore it, and they have other new construction homes, not just Maronda Homes in this area as well, okay? So I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, if I remember anything, I will tell you guys at Monarch School of Real Estate. So we're gonna go to Monarch School of Real Estate so I can let you know what their current promotions are. They're paying all closing costs and so much more. Let's go. Welcome to Monarch School of Real Estate. If you've been here for a while, you know that I absolutely love this portion of the video because I want to educate you to become savvy consumers. Now, I always start off by saying that I'm not a licensed lender or a licensed tax appraiser, so the numbers on this board are solely estimates. Now, I know, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. I look absolutely beautiful. I did a photo shoot today, so you're probably like, where did that makeup come from, right? It's another day. Before we go over these numbers, I wanted to mention that standard feature of Maronda Homes is that the tile goes all the way up to the top in the bathroom. So I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that is not a upgrade. That is actually a standard feature. All right. So I am basing this home at $450,000, excuse me. So as I mentioned, the base price is $366,900, but then you have to add the lot premium to that. And then you add structural upgrades if you're gonna do any additional lighting, and then you add the design center in there as well. So I think $450,000 is a good number, okay? No CDD fees, HOA is about $90 per year. Very, very, very low, okay? So if you're gonna buy a house and you're gonna finance, you have a lot of different financing options. However, we're just gonna talk about a few of the more popular ones. Starting off with FHA. FHA is primarily for first-time home buyers, okay? Now, if you have not owned a home in the past 3 years, then you are considered a first-time home buyer and you can still qualify for this loan, okay? So minimum down payment is going to be 3.5% of the purchase price. So if we do 3.5% of $450,000, we get a down payment of $15,750. But when you are purchasing a home, you have a down payment, but you also have closing costs. Closing costs and accumulation of fees such as loan origination fees, prorated taxes, transfer fees, title fees, etc. Usually around 3 to 4% of the purchase price, but I'm always super conservative and I go 4%. So 4% of $450,000 is $18,000. So when you take the down payment, you add the closing costs, it's gonna equal your cash to close. Your cash to close is the amount of money you need in order to close on the property, receive the keys, and evolve in real estate. So for this example, your cash to close is $33,750. The next loan we're going to talk about is a conventional loan. As a first-time home buyer, you may qualify for as little as 3% down. 3% of the purchase price is $13,500. Same closing costs, we're going to have a cash to close of $31,500. Now, if you don't qualify for a 3% down payment, the next tier is 5%. 5% of $450,000 is $22,500. Same closing costs, we're going to have a cash to close of $40,500. Now, the next tier from 5% is 10%. Why would you pay 10%? You're going to pay 10% if this is considered a second home, a vacation home. You're going to retire in a few years, but you want to purchase the house now. Even if you don't currently own a home, it's still going to be considered a second home. Minimum is 10% down. Sometimes the bank requires more. So 10% of the purchase price is $45,000. Same closing costs, we're going to have a cash to close of $63,000. Now the next tier from 10% is 20%. Now Alexis, why would I pay 20%? So you're going to pay 20% if you want to avoid private mortgage insurance or you want to use this as an investment property, okay? So 20% of the purchase price is $90,000. Same closing costs, we're going to have a cash to close of $108,000. VA, thank you for everyone who has served our country. We would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. You get 100% financing. All you have to think about is the closing cost, which is $18,000. And of course, if you have a funding fee. Cash, you can of course purchase this house in cash. It won't be as nearly as much as if you were financing. So I estimate it to be around $6,000 to $7,000, and that may still be on the high side, okay? Now let's talk taxes. This excites me actually, the taxes, because Beverly Hills, Florida actually has one of the lesser tax percentages than many other cities in Florida, okay? Their tax percentage is about 0.78%, all right? So if we were to do 0.78% is 0.78%, excuse me, 0.78, yes. If we were to times that by $450,000, we get an estimated tax of $3,500 per year. Now, this is estimated, right? This could be wrong. I'm not a licensed tax appraiser, but from the research that I was doing, this is what the estimated tax percentage is, okay? If this is going to be your primary residence, you want to file for what is called the Florida homestead tax exemption, which is a $50,000 discount off of your property taxes, and it makes a big difference. If you're 100% disabled veteran and you don't pay property taxes, then you don't even have to worry about that. Homeowners insurance is between $700 to $900 per year. Okay, very, very, very low. Now, these are what their current incentives are, guys. Their incentives change. This is just what today's incentives are. Okay. They're doing $10,000 off of the lot. They have reduced the base prices of the homes. They are giving you half off of the design center up to $40,000. So if your design center comes out, a design appointment, and all your upgrades comes out to $40,000, you only have to pay $20,000 because they're giving you half off, okay? But it's only up to the $40,000, and you have zero closing costs. They're paying your closing costs. So they have some really, really great incentives going on right now, okay? But of course, that is tied with using their preferred lender. If you have any questions to see what houses they have available, their different floor plans, the different lots, the building process, please reach out to me. We're here to help you guys. I hope you enjoyed this show, and stay tuned to our next video.